Because you got to have a good salesperson when you buy a new trailer.
Here she is. I guess we have to name her.
Moving from one RV to the next is never easy. It's especially not easy when you wake up and it's 20 degrees out. We got to kind of unfreeze the valve so we can get the gate valve closed because I started to undo it. Well, United Rally folks, once again, from Pam and I, we sincerely apologize for not being able to make it.
This is a story of perseverance. It's defined as persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. As virtually every winning coach's post-game interview says, we overcame adversity. Well, Ken and I certainly did just that. We were honored to have been invited by Todd and Sheila of Switch It Up to be contributors to their first United Rally, where a group of RV content creators joined with over 200 fellow RVers in Tucson, Arizona, January 13th. We picked up the new rig on January 4th, spent several days preparing it and getting the Alliance ready for storage. We were trying to beat an oncoming Arctic blast with 6 inches of snow predicted. We moved in and out of both rigs several times. We dealt with a frozen sewer hose, a problem with the new rig's water heater, and faced a multi-day drive. But somehow we made it. That is the definition of perseverance. But let's take you back to the beginning. So today is Saturday, excuse me, January 4th, 2025. And this is actually the first recording we have made for this new year. We hope you guys had a great Christmas and Happy New Year, and that you enjoyed the time with hopefully your family, your friends. You'll have an abundant, healthy, happy year in 2025. I may have mentioned in some of my social media posts that we had some changes coming, and today marks the beginning of one of those changes, which is...
Seems like no matter where we go, there's trains.
Uh-oh.
If you followed our channel for a long time, there's always trains wherever we go. Notice the color of our truck, though. Maybe that was the plan 4 years ago, but it
took 4 years to make it happen.
It just took 4 years to make it happen. We're excited about the Airstream. The TST's beeping because it's got to be set up for these tires. But anyway, we got a 2025 Globetrotter, Dublin slate, and living area is much bigger than the Lance. The bedroom, much smaller.
Here she is. I guess we have to name her. We've never been good at naming.
That's why we don't name them. We're going to take her, put her back in storage for today, and maybe tomorrow start loading stuff into it. And then we leave for Tucson in T-minus 5 days. Yeah, that did not happen.
I have a feeling we'll start moving things in today.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy.
Because the weather is supposed to change dramatically tomorrow. We're in Texas, and there's a huge Arctic front that's pushing down, and so we got to do what we can.
Nothing like testing a new RV with 21 degrees in the morning for 3 days in a row. So let's see how that goes. Moving from one RV to the next is never easy. And it's especially not easy when you wake up and it's 20 degrees out. We started this actually yesterday, and this is when that front, all that snow that's hitting through Kansas City, St. Louis, and now the East Coast is hitting. So that front came through yesterday morning with a vengeance, and the wind was blowing 30, 40 miles an hour yesterday. So we did move a lot of stuff over. Didn't get a lot of video except for the inside. But today it's calmed down. We still have a lot to do. We got power hooked up to the Airstream, so now we're going to get that heat going. In typical Texas fashion, it dropped 40 degrees. Woke up yesterday morning, it was 64. By the time we went to bed last night, it was 24. Now we start a little bit of a warming trend, but it's going to be below freezing every morning. So, and we're going to spend one night in the Airstream before we head out to make sure everything's good. And that's going to be after we take the Alliance into storage. So let's hope everything's good, because we may wind up in a hotel if it's not. Anyway, let's start moving stuff. Well, as you can see, the weather is still an issue here, although it's sunny today and it's just above freezing. We're supposed to leave tomorrow morning, and as you can see, the Alliance is still here, and it's about 1:30, and we are nowhere near getting moved out of this and getting moved into the Airstream. And then I just found something very interesting. I came out here, dumped the black tanks, pulled the lever, nothing happened. And then I realized it's because of this. And because of this. The hose is frozen solid. We're a little bit of an uphill here. Had not even thought about that, about how much water was in there and all those frozen nights. We are going to try and this could be a disaster waiting to happen here. We're going to try and remove one end from the RV, twist that around and get it up into the sun up there for a little while to see if we can actually get it to thaw a bit enough to drain. I thought about putting some hot water on it, but I figured it would just get ice chunks in there, and it just, yeah, this is a mess. So leave a comment below if your sewer hose is ever frozen. We know that some of the people's water hoses is frozen here, and we disconnected our water and filled our tank. But yeah, things aren't going the way we had anticipated. And it was about to get worse. Well, United Rally folks, from Pam and I sincerely apologize for not being able to make it. It was going to be a blast, but you can see why. We just couldn't get out in time, and this is what we're dealing with here. About 6 inches of snow here in North Texas, and a little bit of freezing rain on top of that as well. It's supposed to clear off tomorrow and then start getting a little bit warmer and get the snow out of here, and then we'll start getting packed up and hope to be on the road in the next I don't know, probably 5 or 6 days or something like that. So hope you all had a great time. We definitely miss it. Todd and Sheila, thanks for putting that together. It was a great idea, and thanks so much for inviting us. And sorry we couldn't make it, but we definitely will come back. From what I understand, it's going to be in a different place, maybe a little bit different time, and maybe we won't be dealing with this white nonsense anymore. And wait, there's more. Well, we thought we were going to be able to leave, and we got the frozen sewer hose taken care of in the Alliance. Had to get rid of those, go to Camping World, get some new ones, so we got that. But we thought we were getting ready to head out, and this morning we had another issue. Suburban on-demand hot water system, even though we weren't asking for any hot water because we didn't put any water in the tanks, we didn't hook up water because it was so cold, that created an error code, and it was an E3 error code. And when we researched it, we found out that it was because there was no water in the tank. And so there's an easy fix that's not so easy. So there's an emergency cutoff switch that is on the Suburban, and it's to prevent you from actually burning out, any elements or doing anything like that. The problem is to reset that ECO switch. It's in one of the most, hard to reach places you can possibly get to. And it's on the hot water heater, but you can't access it from the outside. You access it from the inside, and I'll show you where that is. And there's 4 screws on it that are they were just impossible to get out. And I'll show you where that is. But we did get it. We did get those screws pulled out or backed out. And I took 3 of the 4 out and left 1 in so I can kind of hinge it. So Suburban, if you're listening on this, which I'm sure you're not, but if you were, put some kind of a hinged plate on there, because my guess is, and from what I've read, is that, it's not the first time it was the first time it's going to happen. It's not going to be the last time it's going to happen. And so we made it to be a little more accessible. We got that last issue resolved, and we're now good to go to leave. Well, when you find something good, you stick with it, even though it's basic. When we, and I'll put a link to the video we did, and we went out to Possum Kingdom Lake on our way to Taos and eventually up to Colorado for the summer. And we stopped at this little hamburger place in Jacksboro, Texas.
Herds Hamburgers, and it said they've been making hamburgers since 1916.
Well, we know they made them in 2024, and they're still making them in 2025, so that's good. So we're parked in a little market, little town market, and actually it was pretty good. The market looked good. We didn't get any food, but I think what's interesting is that I'm pretty sure we're next to the studio for Sanford and Son, right over here. Anyway,
a lot of people may not even know what that show is.
Yeah, I'll do the song. Da 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 da.
That's pretty.
Da 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 da. Now, what was his Red Fox's wife? Ethel, I'm having the big one. So a quick update. We left DFW, as you saw. We made it to Sweetwater, Texas. We're going to push it to Big Spring, but just every one of those campgrounds was just not looking good. And another 60 miles or so. So we're just going to get an early start. We're going to do a Love's, which is over there. We fueled up. And we'd never stayed at a Love's travel stop before. We're kind of excited to do that, or just really kind of more curious. We noticed some freight trains going by, so we're like, and it's closer to the train tracks. We're kind of off the service road of I-20 here, so it did a little bit of road noise, but no trains going by. We're far enough away over here. Anyway, we're going to try and make it to Las Cruces tomorrow. We don't know exactly where we're net out, but I'd like to get past El Paso. United Rally folks, we're trying. We're so bummed we couldn't be there, because actually right now, as we speak, it's 5:51 here, so it's 4:51 where you are, and the meet and greet is going on, and we're so bummed we're not there, but we are trying to get there. Worst case, late Thursday night. Best case, Thursday afternoon. So weather's going to cooperate. It appears like it is. Airstream is towing awesome. Let's push for a big day tomorrow. We're going to try and get there for some of the events on Thursday. 2025 travel season has started, and we're looking forward to spending some time in Arizona, Tucson, and Mesa. We're going to go in and get some rest, have a beer or two or five, I don't know, probably, just one to kind of chill out and get ready for a big drive day tomorrow. So check it in. Man, it got down to 27 degrees again last night. It's like we just can't escape the sub-freezing temperatures in the morning, but I was wrong about the trains. You didn't hear the train, you just heard the train horn. There must be a couple, crossings over here that were close enough. So, if you watched our channel long enough, the My Cousin Vinny stuff, because, with the trains, and happened again last night. Anyway, it didn't really disturb us too much. We're packing up. I love the fact that this is easy to go. We drained the tanks, put some water in the fresh tank last night, got that all ready to go. So it's basically put the jacks up. Hitch is already in. We're still connected here, you can see, and it's time to go. And today's 455 miles from here to Las Cruces, so this could be either the longest or second longest day we've ever done in driving in the 4 years we've been doing this. And we'll be on the road at 8 o'clock, and that may not be early for some. It's early for, well, not early for me, it's early for her. We'll hit the road here in a few minutes.
Before?
We had a pool at our last house. I never realized that we had cellular service on it. So that was a long day. The longest drive we've ever had before was a couple of years ago when we were in Bryce Canyon, and we went to Gallup, New Mexico, and we only did that because after Hurricane Ian, we knew we had damage in the condo that we just sold, by the way. I'm not sure if we've told you that, but we sold the condo in Southwest Florida. So today we pushed it. We left Sweetwater, Texas, and we made it to Deming, New Mexico. Today we did 513 miles pulling the Airstream, and I will tell you, pulling the Airstream Pulling alliance is not hard. I mean, fifth wheels definitely do, there's a benefit to that, but pulling Airstream was great. And it's easier. So 513 miles today, and there's a bunch of construction in El Paso that had I-10 merged down to one lane, so we had to navigate through that a little bit. I don't feel too bad. We're going to have a shower and probably a cocktail, and then we're going to arrive at the United Rally hopefully around lunchtime tomorrow, and it'll make it all worth it. Hopefully we'll see a bunch of you tomorrow, and then you'll see the video after we see a bunch of you tomorrow. Good night.
Are you ready to go? You ready to hit the road? Yeah, we're gonna go. Gonna go see some friends.
Let's go check on Pam to see what she's doing. Notice this, we haven't taken that off yet, so it still looks new. I'm not sure how long we'll leave it on, but quite frankly, we're struggling with this lock. And you can kind of see, if you look right here, it's actually upside down. So I had seen a video on it where on the other Globetrotters, the door is mounted in the back, like the 27 and a 25 footer. And this is the 30. And so they basically took the same lock, but they turned it upside down. So everything is counter. And we've been struggling with this. A little tight. They're gonna have to adjust it, but let's see what's going on in here. Pam's getting ready.
Learning to have a mirror that actually I can see into.
Yeah, we gotta check this out. So in the Lance we had a mirror that only I could see, and then this one,
the mirror hit me right about here,
and this one only Pam could see, and because it's see.
Yeah, but look.
Well, you got to turn it up.
It
Yeah,
moves.
yeah. We're gonna change that. We've been following some of the stuff that KYD has done on their upgrades, and so not to be copycats, but man, they got it nailed down. So.
And the difference is, because you really don't have drawers here. You have a few drawers in the kitchen, but outside of those, there are no drawers.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So you just have cabinets with open spaces, which means you need a lot of bins and all kinds of things to organize.
And definitely, plenty of storage inside of this rig. Outside storage is an issue, but we've made it work so far. The truck is the truck is full, and we're just dealing with it. So we'll get better organized. But anyway, try to get out here by 8:30 or before, and it's 8:02 now. So I'm done outside, and just got to lower the jack, put the little Camco blocks away, and then hit the road. Well, I hear a bunch of noise, bunch of music, so that means we're heading in the right direction. There's an old saying that says, "Go big or go home." In the RV world, that's about as big as it gets. Well, we made it, albeit 2 days late, but it was well worth it. We again want to thank Todd and Sheila for inviting us to participate in this inaugural rally. For our subscribers, both existing and now new, it was a pleasure meeting you. To our existing friends we've made on the road, it was great seeing you again. It just goes to show, when you put your mind to it, don't let obstacles or adversity stop you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the road. We're looking forward to 2025.